TokyoCheapo. I'm Aimee, and today I'm here with Victor in Ikebukuro.
So today we're going to be visiting all the Pokemon centers in Tokyo, so we can provide you all the information on what's at each Pokemon center, what there is to do, so that way you can make a decision on your next trip to Japan.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
There are 4 Pokemon centers and 1 Pokemon store in Tokyo. There are also 2 centers further afield in Tokyo Bay and Yokohama, but in this video we'll just be covering those in central Tokyo. Each store has something different, from exclusive merch to mascot statues to extra facilities like cafes. We'll cover all these points so you know which centers are the best fit for your trip to Japan. First up is the Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo, located in Ikebukuro. It's a 10-minute walk from Ikebukuro Station on the 2nd floor of the Sunshine City building. This Pokemon Center is the largest in Tokyo, so expect a lot of people and merch.
The kind of merchandise you can find at the Ikebukuro store ranges from plushies, kitchenware, stationery, clothing, as well as the games and the systems themselves. You could also find Pokemon cards, but please be aware they may have notices on a limit per person per visit. Make sure to keep your eye out for special merchandise whenever you're in the area. Merchandise tends to change depending on the season and any new games, movies, or anime that's released. Currently in the fall of 2023, they're having a special promotion where you could choose your own Pikachu. There are many different varieties to choose from, and if you come early, you could also purchase a little pass in order to get a special custom tag to go with your Pikachu itself. Another cool thing about Ikebukuro is that in the front they have an area with a lot of statues of different Pokemon throughout many generations. One of the cool things to take note is all of the owl-type Pokemon. Ikebukuro is known for owls, so you could actually see a statue of Rowlet out in the front, which resembles the owl statue in Ikebukuro Station's east exit. Currently, the mascot for this Pokemon Center is Miraidon from the recent game Scarlet and Violet. The cool thing about the Ikebukuro store is not only do they have the Pokemon Center, they also have the Pokemon Sweets Cafe, the Pokemon Go Lab, and the Pokemon Card Station. At the Pokemon Sweets Cafe, they have several drinks and snacks to choose from. However, be aware, this is not a sit-down restaurant. The items that you purchase here you'll have to buy and eat outside of the store. However, they do have an area where you can take your snacks and your drinks and take pictures and video of it. At the Pokemon Card Station, you could buy a lot of card merchandise, and you could also go in and battle with other trainers as well. At the Pokemon Go Lab, you could meet with other trainers in order to battle at gyms, battle each other, and sync with people in the same team. If you're defending the gym, if you're lucky, you might even see your Pokemon on the display.
All right, so we have hopped on over to the Shibuya store now.
And this place opened up in 2019. This is obviously one of the more popular Pokemon centers because it's based here right in Shibuya. It's based in the actual Arco building on the upper floor. And the reason why it's very popular is because right at the front, they have this really huge Mewtwo statue. The cool thing about this Mewtwo is that it's encased in this glass tube. So you can walk up to it and take a bunch of selfies and pictures and whatever and just have fun. Now this store is a little bit smaller than the one in Ikebukuro, but it has all the merchandise you can find plus a little bit more. So let's go check it out.
Yep, I'm excited. Let's go.
Go. The thing that's unique about the Shibuya store has a very Shibuya-esque kind of style for it. The mascot is supposed to be a skater Pikachu, and it's got like graffiti all over the place. So many of the other mascots like Mew and Mewtwo have little murals on the wall that have graffiti on them as well. The one thing that really stands out about the Shibuya Pokemon Center is the fact that you can design your own shirt. The cool thing is that you get to actually design your shirt completely. They have many different options so that way you can make your shirt as unique as possible. The main thing that I would suggest is that if you're into the merchandise and you want to buy as much as possible, I would recommend to go to the Mega Tokyo store in Ikebukuro because they have a huge selection and their store is twice as big. However, when it comes to the actual experience of a Pokemon Center, I would actually recommend the Shibuya store because it's a little bit more compact, but you could also get to see more and the theme basically hits a little bit better. Aside from the Pokemon Center though, another good thing is that right across is the Nintendo store. So once you're done visiting the Pokemon Center, you could head on over and see what's for sale there.
Next up, we're heading across the city to the Pokemon Center Tokyo DX. A cheapo tip for die-hard fans who want to visit a few centers in one day You could save some money by purchasing a Tokyo Metro 24-hour ticket for the trains. We'll leave a link in the description to our one-day passes article if you want more info. The Tokyo DX Center is about a 5-minute walk from Nihonbashi Station in the Nihonbashi Takashimaya building.
Next on the list is the Pokemon Center Tokyo DX. Now this one isn't the original Pokemon Center, however it's close to where the original one was. The original one opened in 1998 and actually moved 2 times until this location where you see now. The best thing about this Pokemon Center is the mural on the wall, which showcases the games going back from the first gen all the way to the latest generations. So if you're looking for a little bit of a nostalgia hit, this is definitely the place to visit. When it comes to merchandise, generally they hold the same merch that you'll find at the other stores like Ikebukuro and Shibuya. However, some of the exclusive items that you could find here are a Kabuki Pikachu, a Ninja Pikachu, and a Cherry Blossom Pikachu. These are only found at this store. Aside from the Pokemon Center DX, the Pokemon Cafe is also here. Now, if you want to visit the actual cafe, you will have to make a reservation fairly far in advance. There is a possibility of being able to get on the standby list to go inside. However, your chances really depends on somebody's reservation being canceled or not. One more thing to keep an eye out for die-hard Pokemon fans is to look for signatures. Many of the statues that are on display in front of the Pokemon centers actually have signatures from the original creator king, so make sure to keep an eye on them. In regards to size, the Pokemon Center Tokyo DX is about the same size as Shibuya, so don't let the mirrors fool you. Close by at Tokyo Station, there's another small Pokemon store. Now it isn't a Pokemon Center, but it's worth visiting if you're in the area.
If you're in the Tokyo Station area, if you're in between your Shinkansen, then a good place to come is the Pokemon store on the B1 floor of Tokyo Station. It's not a Pokemon Center and it is quite a bit smaller with less merchandise. But if you need to get your Pokemon fix in a short amount of time, this is the place to go.
Lastly, we're hitting up the Pokemon Center in the Skytree town. The coolest thing about this Pokemon Center is that it has 2 Rayquaza statues inside the building itself. In the entrance, you have your normal Rayquaza with Pikachu riding on top, and at the back end of the store, they actually have a Mega Rayquaza breaking through the ceiling. In regards to limited goods that can be found here, you can find Pikachu holding Skytree, and that is limited only to this store. This shop also has gacha machines, which are located in all of the Pokemon centers. So if you want to get some toys to remember your visit by, make sure to stop by and try out the gacha machines. One of the best things about Skytree is that it's in a huge shopping center. So if you want to do more than just check out the Pokemon store, they generally have art galleries, specialty shops, as well as themed cafes. Lastly, one of the things that we'd like to mention is that if it's your birthday, you could actually claim a special Pokemon code for one of your games. In order to do this, you just have to show proof of your birthday via a passport or similar ID. Now, it doesn't have to be your birthday exactly, it could be within the birth month itself. When you walk up to the counter, the staff will have to confirm on your Switch that you have the Pokemon game installed. So make sure to bring your Switch when you're redeeming these codes. So those are all the Pokemon centers in Tokyo Prefecture.
Make sure you tell us in the comments which ones you are going to visit on your next trip here. Thanks for watching.
Bye!